Pop superstar Charlie Puth has broken his silence on recent allegations by singers who, like him, were signed to a record deal with Ellen DeGeneres back when she was a judge on American Idol. While he isn't nearly as wounded as Greyson Chance, who blasted DeGeneres in a recent Rolling Stone article over her treatment of him, Puth had a difficult time talking about it in a new interview, saying he still has slight trauma around the situation. Ellen DeGeneres signed Charlie Puth and other young singers to record deals from 2010 to 2012. While promoting the release of his new album, singer Greyson Chance dropped some serious bombshells about his 2010 record deal with Ellen DeGeneres. During an interview with Rolling Stone that was released on September 22, 2022, Chance recalled going viral as a 12-year-old singer on YouTube and how exciting it was when DeGeneres not only invited him on her show but also offered him a record deal. In between hosting her talk show and appearing as a judge on American Idol that year, DeGeneres launched her own record label, called 11eleven, with Interscope Geffen A&M Records, and signed Chance as her first artist. He told Rolling Stone that the megastar told him and his family, "I am going to protect you. I am going to be here for you. We're going to do this together." But Chance now claims the opposite happened, telling Rolling Stone, "I've never met someone more manipulative, more self-centered, and more blatantly opportunistic than her." In 2011, Puth was also signed to DeGeneres label along with his classmate at the Berklee College of Music, Emily Luther, after a video of them singing together went viral. DeGeneres TV producers invited the college sophomores onto the show and she later offered them record deals. But they, like Chance, say there were lots of empty promises. She is someone that wants to control things and doesn't want to take advice from people who might know a little bit more about how to do things, Luther told Rolling Stone in the September article. She wants to be the one who gets the glory. Puth chose not to provide a comment to Rolling Stone for the September article, but he has now addressed the controversy separately. He shared the challenges of that experience during the October 8 episode of Rolling Stone's Music Now podcast while promoting his new album, Charlie, which he says is the truest reflection of himself yet in his music. Charlie Puth says Ellen DeGeneres and her team just disappeared. Elton John's tough criticism was a wake-up call for Charlie Puth. Charlie Puth explained how some tough criticism from Elton John turned into a wake-up call that led him to only be truthful when it comes to making music moving forward. The Grammy nominee also chatted about his first appearance on the show when he was just 19 years old, and how he created his latest, the 14th of April 2022 T 16 hours 8 minutes and 35 seconds C. Puth appeared on one of DeGeneres' final talk show episodes in May 2022, during which she recalled discovering him and said, "I take credit for your entire career. You did," Puth said in a deadpan voice, looking to the audience. But the truth is that Puth had to regroup and start over after his record deal with DeGeneres fell through. On the new Rolling Stone podcast, he recalled the thrill of meeting and starting to work with the popular TV personality. "I remember being really excited when I got offered the record contract," he said. "I'll never forget where I was, in her dressing room, and they asked me if I wanted to be part of this new record label they were starting up, so it was a very exciting time." However, the camaraderie he experienced on that day didn't last long. Puth said that though he's never found DeGeneres to be rude, he could relate to Chance's description of feeling abandoned. Puth said that after signing with 11eleven, and even leaving college to pursue his career, he recorded a demo album of songs, sent it in, and never heard from anyone at the label again. "I do agree with him that nobody was really present, certainly after the creation of my first, demo EP, he said. We didn't really hear from anybody, not putting any blame on just one person, but from a collective, all the people that were in that room, just disappeared." During the interview, Puth had a hard time reliving the situation at first, apologizing for struggling with how to describe the difficulty of losing his record deal in 2012, at a time when he was also reeling from a romantic breakup. "I went through 2 breakups, one romantic and the other one, in a business way. Someone that I had started my career with was suddenly out of my life," he said. "It was a loss at one time of 2 relationships that I thought I needed to succeed, and 2 people that I thought I needed to succeed with. And when they left me, I figured out a way." Puth paused and then said, "Sorry, I am just real, it's slight trauma." The gifted musician, whose new album was released on October 7th, continued, "I realized that I am capable of a lot of things and making an album is one of them, and I am going to do this myself. Sorry, I am just reliving it now and it's I hope people listen to this album and realize how special they are because I realized how special I was." Puth said he was extremely fortunate that he had a scholarship to Berklee and was allowed to return to school after his brush with fame. He never discussed it with DeGeneres, even when he returned to her show in 2016 with a hit song, See You Again, and debut album. It's like, I also don't talk shish asterisk on anybody because I believe everybody in this world is here for a reason, he said. When I saw her, it didn't feel like 4 years had passed. It feels like maybe a year had passed. And she was like, oh hey, great to see you. Okay, so we're going to talk about this, and I was like, great, onward and upward.